Are we live? Croaky voice. Hey, it's Julie from Do Business Like a Woman. Let me just get settled in here. How are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a great week. It's Thursday already. I was on holiday last week, so it takes a bit to get back in the swing of things, doesn't it? But today I want to talk to you about how not to get replaced by AI as a coach. So, this is a really hot topic right now out there. You will have seen all the conversations about AI, love it or hate it. It's here, it's happening. So, I really want to speak to this because I'll be honest, I have felt frightened at times. There have been moments where I've been like, oh my God, I'm going to be replaced as a coach, as a copywriter. I'm not going to have work anymore. Why should people want to come and pay to work with me when they can just get a perfectly polished business plan from ChatGTP, right? You may have had some similar thoughts. If this has occurred in your brain, let me know in the comments. Just write yes in the comments. And, I'm smiling, but honestly, it can be a little bit scary. So, a lot of the conversation that's going on out there at the moment is either people who seem to be really pro AI, they're loving it, they're jumping on the bandwagon, and they are all in. They want to automate everything. They're in Chat GPT every day, they're using all the different things, ManyChat, and they're loving it, right? And they want to automate everything, hand it all over to AI and be really hands off, and that's their thing. And then there's another camp who are a little bit suspicious, not sure about AI, maybe slow adopters, maybe thought it was the devil a little bit at the beginning. If you can tell, I fall more into this camp, but actually, at this point, just to be really clear, I'm not anti-AI at all, because I have come to realize that it is here to stay. It is not the devil, it is technology, and it can be useful. So I'm going to get into that. But when it first came out, I was super, super suspicious. I was like, oh my God, robots are taking over. Here we go. We're all going to be brainwashed. You know that film with Will Smith? It may even be called AI. I can't remember what it's called, but basically the artificial intelligence takes over, and in this film movie, everyone has like a robot in their home, and the robots start taking over, and there's this central hive artificial intelligence that controls them all, and they start controlling the humans. So in my mind, that's what was going to happen, right? And so I was super suspicious. I was resistant. I was in no way an early adopter of AI. So I've really had a journey with it. But I've come to realize a few things recently. And what I'm going to share with you today, I hope will be really reassuring for us all, for you, if you've had any of these concerns. But also, I want to start with, okay, what is this all about? Why is it even a concern? What is this fear? Because just to give you some kind of facts and things I've seen recently, AI is now capable of writing an in-depth, step-by-step, personalized business plan for a person, right? You can go into Chat GTP, and I'm sure you guys know this, and you can give it prompts, and you can tell it who you are as a coach, who your niche is, what your message is, and then it can spit out in a matter of seconds a business launch plan with all the steps for you. So as a business coach, if you are a business coach, it's no longer enough for you to have a step-by-step strategy, right? It's not enough. It can do the same with health. So a friend of mine was sharing a story the other day. She has issues with her hormones. She went into Chat GPT, told them the symptoms and everything, and it came up with this personalized plan, including supplements, what to eat. She said she implemented it. She went back in. She was like, it's not working. And ChatGTP was reassuring her, it's normal to have these symptoms. You keep going. You've got this. Here's what else you can do. And ultimately, it solved this hormonal balance for her within a month. Okay. And she says that for her, that was a better result than any doctors that she had gone to. So I just want to share that because that's a little bit the power of AI. Same thing in the relationship niche, right? ChatGPT can come up with a plan for how to meet. It can write your profile. It can help you with your photo. You know what I mean? All of the things. So as coaches, we're a little bit like, well, hey, how can I compete with this thing that has access to the whole internet, all the information, and can spit out these plans and this strategy in minutes, seconds even? And that is the issue, right? And that's what I'm going to speak to what we do today that's different and what will have you stand out so you absolutely stay relevant and are able to continue coaching and continue earning great money, or start earning great money if you're at the beginning, even in the era of AI. But I wanted to sort of highlight the issue first. A couple of other things. I saw a news article or a news clip that was showing a school in America that has replaced teachers with AI for 2 hours a day. So the kids get 2 hours a day of this AI teaching, and it's personalizing it for each child. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Because I don't know about you, but I just didn't expect it to happen this fast. It never occurred to me that teachers might, be replaced too. My goodness me. And apparently it's helping the kids get amazing exam results too, as well. So it's working, right? What else? There are people out there training AI to coach like them. I've seen this a couple of times. Yesterday I was talking to someone, and she has a client who took all of her posts and things and fed them into ChatGPT and has built a coach in ChatGPT that's like her, essentially. So he's built his own version of her in ChatGPT that he can just go in anytime and ask it questions, and it will coach as her. Wowzers, right? And then I also saw an ad just this morning in my feed that was saying, I think it was ChatGPT, it might have been another software, train your AI to coach like you. And I think what he was doing then was you could turn that into a product and sell it, right? Obviously for a much reduced price to someone actually paying to coach with you directly. But, just think of that. So to say that it cannot replace us as coaches, well, it can't, but it's not for the reasons that we might think, right? So in terms of information, strategy, quickness, encouraging people, it absolutely can. So that is not where our edge is at all. And training an AI to coach like you might be a good idea if you are a big influencer with a huge audience. You could create this product and you could sell it and you could make some money that way, right? But we'll talk about that in a minute, because for most of us, we're not at that level. So that's absolutely no use to us. In fact, if we did that, we'd be earning a lot less money, right? So not helpful. And of course, AI can write your copy for you as well. So if you're a copywriter, same thing, okay? So that's kind of the fear. They're like, oh my God, why we think that we could be replaced, the shit factor. Am I allowed to swear on here? I don't know, I think so. So when I started to really realize this, I was fearful, I was afraid, and it felt like we were all going to hell in a handbasket, and I might as well give up and go and be a hermit in the woods, because I can't compete with that. What's the point? Right? That was very defeatist. Thank goodness I didn't stay in that place, but that was kind of what was triggered. Can anyone relate to what I'm saying, or is this just a me thing? So let me know in the comments, right? Just say me if you have had any of these kind of fear or maybe you love AI and you're an early adopter and you're much less suspicious than me. And if you are, good for you. I think that's the way to view it, right? A lot of the younger kind of people they don't have these fears, and they're just jumping on it and they're using it to really scale their businesses and start and build these very lucrative businesses very fast. If you're anything like me, you're a bit suspicious, you have that spiritual side, you're like, well, hell, what about the soul connection, things like that. Oh, let me just turn my charge on. It says my battery's low. There we go. So yeah, so thank goodness I decided I'm not going to give up, because much like you, this is my mission and this is what I love to do. And you know, we're here for a reason. Damned if I'm going to let AI replace me, right? So let's see how we can use it for our benefit. And I want to just say we can use it for our benefit, because we have enough to do as business owners, don't we? Give me a hell yeah if you have plenty to do in your business already. So where AI can help us to write our copy, which we then tweak and you know, organize and share, or if it can do things and save us time, brilliant. Why not? Let's absolutely use it that way to help us and support us as part of your system. But for me, it doesn't replace the human connection. Now, here are the things that it cannot replace, and this is what will make you stand out as a coach and have plenty of clients. You will never be broke if you focus on these things. Excuse me. So the first one, I'm just going to read them out. I've got notes here, but I'm just going to read them out and then I'm going to unpack them a little bit. So really quickly, the things that it can never replace are community and belonging. As humans, we have a deep desire to belong. So it cannot replace that. It cannot replace real, genuine human relationships. Now, it can come very close, and God, who knows, God only knows what's coming in the future, right? In terms of, is it going to be dolls, robots that can talk, and girlfriends? Maybe they're already here. I don't know. Scary thought. Probably are. But anyways, for me, that relationship that you create with someone cannot be replaced. It cannot give multi-layered experiences. What do I mean by that? Multi-layered experiences. Well, it can't meet somebody in a Facebook group. It can't then hop on a Zoom call with them and connect them and get to know them. It can't then, bring them into your Facebook group. It can't do a video for them. It can't then coach them. It can't go to lunch with them, right? So that's what I mean by multi-layered experiences. That's an extreme example. You don't have to go that far. But one of the amazing things about building a community of people who are ready to buy is you can give people touch points and experiences. I love doing it on Facebook, but there are other platforms you can do this on as well. So, experiences. And they might be in person, but they can also be online as well. I've written down the human soul connection. We'll talk more about that. Personalization. Now, I've put 2 question marks next to this, because the truth is, ChatGPT can personalize. If you let it know who you are, what your message is, who your target market is, it can personalize. How well it can do that, it's a bit of a question mark. So personalization, question mark. Creativity, again, question mark, because it can be pretty creative. But can it access that spiritual flow, that source energy? I don't know. Maybe you have an answer. I've put down energy/spiritual source connection, right? And then implementation. AI cannot implement with you. It cannot sit there and either do it with you or for you. So done with you and done for you services are great. Co-working is great. The more that you can really hold your client's hand and get them to implement. So what we cannot do as coaches anymore is sell information. That day has gone, because all the information is available for free from ChatGPT or whichever AI tool you use. Google it, you'll get an AI generated answer, right? The information's there. Nobody needs any more information, and they're certainly not going to pay for it. But how many of us, and I'm really curious to know, so let me know in the comments, who here has a ChatGPT generated, beautiful, shiny business or launch plan that they have never implemented? I do. So many of my clients do, right? They have these gorgeous plans with all the content and the emails and everything written out, but they are not implementing on it. They haven't implemented, or they stopped and then they started. Why? Because we are human beings. And if you can provide that implementation, that accountability, that energy, that let's do this together feeling, that helps you stay relevant, right? So implementation. And then I've just also written, can AI give you a hug? Right? So let's just unpack them a little bit more, right? So community belonging, what do we mean? Well, as humans, we know this is ancient, dates back to caveman times, when our survival was linked to being part of the tribe. We have this deep innate sense to belong. So the more that you can create communities in your business, whether that's with a Facebook group, you know, whether you do it on LinkedIn, whether you do it in person and you run in-person get-togethers, but creating that community where someone feels part of the tribe, they feel like they belong. I love it here where I live now because I'm in a farming community. I'm in a small village, but it's very close-knit. And I love that when I go to the co-op, I'm probably going to say hello to about 5 people along the way, and it's only about a 4-minute walk, right? So community, that sense of belonging. And you can recreate that for people, and you need to, because AI cannot do that, right? So you're bringing people into your community, into your world. Identity, you know, maybe for you it's like mums in business, or, you know, it's like mums trying to lose weight, but it's that shared identity, that common goal, that feeling of belonging, being part of a tribe. Because as humans, we do not do well isolated or by ourselves trying to do something. We really don't. Okay, relationship. Again, it's that human connection. It's genuinely caring about the person on the other end. Business is built one relationship at a time. Let's care about our people. Look, I'm all for automation. If it makes our job as business owners easier because we have enough to do, let's do it. Let's use that AI to support that and our processes. But hell, if it's going to replace relationship, for me it isn't. I'm still going to connect with people. I still care. I want to know. Listen, really connect, really feel into the person. How can you support them? So that sense of relationship, that sense of caring, another human being on the other end, it's an energy thing, right? And on that, I mean, that soul connection, I don't know how to speak about it, but you know what I mean, right? That human soul connection, that life force, when you genuinely connect with another person, you can bring that through in your business and with your people. And I love live events. Again, I'm gonna I was talking to a friend yesterday, and we are gonna collaborate on setting up some live events very soon, probably in London and Newcastle. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know. Experiences, however that may look, and it can be really simple online. It can be a series of touch points. Maybe you talk to people on your personal profile and you inspire them and you share wins, and you're human, right? You're just human, because it's those shared experiences, those personal stories. And then maybe they come in your group and they get a video of you and you're giving value and you're supporting them, and then you hop in the DMs with them. This is an experience, a multi-layered, let's call it a red carpet experience. You know, I've been watching, I like a bit of reality TV, I have to say. Sometimes it's Love Island. At the moment, it's Below Deck. Has anyone here watched Below Deck? So after a long day of business and supporting clients, my mind is pretty active, I'm pretty tired, and I just want to zone out. So I love, about 6 o'clock in the evening, sometimes a bit later, put Below Deck on the telly and just zone out for an hour. And I really enjoy it, because if you don't know what it is, it's luxury yachting. And the film crew follow the crew of the yacht on these absolute super yachts, you know, in the Mediterranean, or I think the latest one's been in Australia. And these are super expensive yachts, luxury, huge yachts. And people come and they pay a hell of a lot of money. and they have these amazing experiences, usually about 3-day experiences, and they're getting all their food cooked for them by a chef. They're jumping in the sea, they're having parties, luxury yachts. It's all really over the top. And these people are super, super wealthy. And I just love it, right? I love watching that. I just think it's so cool. And you watch what the crew get up to, and they're naughty and they go out drinking and partying. It's just fun to watch, right? It's just a bit of escapism. So I love to watch that. But what I have learned from that is people will still absolutely pay for experiences. 100%. And they will pay a lot of money for experiences too, right? So we can use that in our businesses. And I'm not saying you have to take people on to luxury yachts. I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Maybe you want to, and that's cool. That would be a cool thing, a coaching retreat on a luxury yacht, right? I mean, I'd hate it because I get seasick, but there you go. There's a business idea for someone. For me, it would be maybe bringing people to my home, which I've just made really beautiful, and it's in the farming community in the Dales. They could come and experience that and have some coaching with me. And I love food. I'm a foodie, so I'd give them some really amazing food. Or it can just be online, like we've talked about. It doesn't have to be fancy, but people will and do still pay for experience. Not everyone just wants everything for free from ChatGPT. People absolutely are still paying for coaching. Please hear me on that. And they are discerning. So gone are the days when anyone could just pop some information out there, call themselves a coach, and get loads and loads of clients and make loads of money. And thank goodness, right? Because we want people to get the transformation. We want people to get the experience and the results. So I was just sharing that about Below Deck because it just illustrates that people absolutely can and do and always will pay for experiences. And even as we go into this AI world and era, maybe there's going to be more time for people to be creative and have money to spend on those type of things because they're not dropping money here, there, and everywhere on information products or trying to get their health sorted out or, whatever, or paying for a small £500 course here, £1,000 course there to get their business off the ground because they have got this strategy from ChatGPT. But they're still going to need support to implement. They're still going to need that kick up the bum because we are human. We are talking about behavior change and we're talking about habit. And it's very difficult to do that in isolation on your own, even with ChatGPT, even with the best will in the world. And this is where, as coaches, we are still 100% relevant. And this is exciting, right? And so I have got a 60-day sprint coming up where I'm going to teach you how to do these activities that I've just described that are absolutely going to help you stay relevant as a coach. So what we've been talking about here is community building, relationship building. These are timeless activities. What do I mean by that? I mean, they're not going out of fashion anytime soon. These activities are standing the test of time. They've always led to business. They've always led to an exchange of value and money, and they always will. So when you focus on these, no matter the technology in your business, and you're welcome to embrace AI, and I say anything that makes your life easier, do it. But when you focus on building these in your business, you absolutely will stay viable. You absolutely will earn plenty of money, and you will be one of the ones that stands out, sticks the test of time, and stays relevant. Whereas a lot of coaches are going to fall away at the moment. It's just, as I see it, that's the truth of it. But that's okay for you because we know what to do, right? We know what to do. And that is the purpose of this 60-day sprint. So it's called Turn Browsers into Buyers, from hello to sold in 60 days. And we've got some amazing women already. We're starting very, very soon. So don't dilly-dally. Right at the moment, you can get this for just £75. Just £75. So it won't be this price again going forward. I wanted to do it for an offer for you as a trust builder to bring you in, because what we're doing in this container is we are getting you into momentum. We're getting you into that activation energy. So I'm going to give you daily activities to build your buyer ready community, and actually how to progress people from being a browser of your content to actually saying, yes, I'm ready to buy from you. So how to build that trust quickly. How to stop just posting and actually move people off the fence, create posts that pay. I've been doing this with clients. I've got a couple of clients recently who've just launched some offers, and they've sold, like both of them had sold 13 spots that's really weird, isn't it? But both of them had sold 13 spots the last time I heard from them. I suspect it might be a lot more now. But what we're doing here is we're doing it together. So it's that implementation energy. It's knowing exactly what to focus on every day. So we cut through the overwhelm, the mental fog that, oh my God, what should I do? Let me go to ChatGPT to tell me, because I don't know what to do. I keep forgetting. Like, I have been doing this 10 years and I still need that really simple reminder of these are the client creation activities when you sit your butt down to work, right? I do what I call a power hour or a growth hour or a connection hour every day where I'm doing client creation activities. And this is exactly what they are. So, basic stuff, but basic stuff that works. It absolutely works. It gets you that traction. It makes sure that you are in that energy of doing instead of just thinking, because that will hold you back every time. So this is what we're doing, and we're going to be doing coaching sessions. We've got 3 coaching sessions per month live on Zoom with me and the group, and then there's going to be training videos as well, and we're doing co-working get it done sessions too. So super excited. This is about results. This is really a challenge. This is like, let's see how many people you can get into being ready to buy from you, being into that hot space, right? So that when you make your offer, you're going to have people saying yes, instead of dragging their feet, instead of giving you pushback, instead of liking your post but not actually moving, right? I want you earning money. I want you having quick wins as well, though. So a lot of this is about building confidence. A lot of this is about having you create your group if you haven't already, having you reignite it if it's gone dead, right? Because a lot that does happen, right? And we sort of give up and we like, no one wants my stuff anyway. I've got the wrong people in here. No, you haven't. You just haven't learned how to activate them yet. That's okay. So I'm going to teach you, and we're going to do it together, right? But yeah, it really is about being effective. And you can do that. And it's about getting you to reignite your group, getting you to invite new people, small wins that are going to make all the difference to your confidence, getting you to do your Facebook Lives, right? If that's the thing for you, tweaking your content so that it actually has people raising their hands and saying, yep, I'm interested in that, building that trust. This is all about the nurture phase in the client journey. Yes, I'm going to help you like add people. We're going to add 100 members to your community. That's the goal, right? Of course, everyone's might be a little bit different, but that's what I'm aiming for. But then also we're gonna have them warm up. We're gonna have them warm up to you, because this is what is missing in so many funnels and what so many people are doing, even when they're further on in business. And it's what causes a lot of struggle, but it's quite a simple fix. So that's what I'm supporting you with. I'm really excited. Can't wait to do it. If you would like the details, just drop the word sprint below, sprint, or you can DM me, right, to join in to get the details. It is £75 at the moment. It is not staying at this price. And we're starting very soon. We're in the preparation phase right now. So come join us, right? Send me a DM. Would absolutely love to have you. Let's do this. All right. So I hope that this has been valuable for you. And that it's helped to ease some of the fear around that you might have had, if you're anything like me, around AI and what's coming. and really how we can stay relevant and build those communities and serve and live our mission, and how AI can even support with that. So let's do this, let's adopt, let's keep that human connection as well. And we really have the edge as small creators. It's our time. Let's make it easier for ourselves. Let's do it together. See you inside the sprint. Bye for now.